Surfing is the gold that glues the bits of my heart together. It brings me happiness. It allows me to switch off from my work and basically meet epic people like these guys.
I think Surf Simply fundamentally changed my life. Because of the experiences that I've had here, I take that with me in my personal life, in my work life, my surfing life. I want to take that impact that Surf Simply has had on me and reciprocate that with people around me. And that is powerful. That is super powerful.
This is a really good thing in my life. The friendships that you make, the experience of surfing itself is wonderful. I love surfing. I love Surf Simply. I love the experience.
And I think I got into surfing early because of my dad. I was 5 or 6. I think when he passed, I just sort of felt like surfing kind of me as a source of just kind of reminding me of him. And it's really helped me kind of keep his memory alive. I think the easiest way to say it, surf surfing is sort of a family to me. So I've made some lifelong friends here. It's shaped my outlook on life. It's great, I guess, coming back to family. I plan a trip usually with a few people. Tim, Marina, Tim's daughter came this time, Tim's nephew. So it's kind of fun.
My dad and my 2 big brothers are all really big surfers. So yeah, I wanted to get in on that, I guess.
I heard about it about 3 years back. I think Tim had come back from one of his Surf Simply expeditions, and like the moment that he said it, I was like, holy I need to go to this place.
Recently acknowledged that surfing is the gold that glues the bits of my heart together. Surfing has facilitated such good life choices for me. It brings me happiness. It allows me to switch off from my work and basically meet epic people like these guys.
We met here 2 years ago, this week, before the pandemic. And we were all part of the same Surf Simply group. And this is our reunion trip.
It's really, really good to be back here and be with these guys and back in the water with all the coaches. And to finally meet Josh, who is Mr. Surf Simply. I think
Surf Simply himself.
He's January on the Surf Simply calendar.
It's Mr. January.
In the
Mr.
calendar?
January,
Yeah.
Oh. Is there a Surf
Simply
There's a Surf Simply calendar?
Look at that!
I started surfing for the first time 2 years ago when I was here. Back then I was in the whitewater, and then fast forward to this time I was working on, cutbacks, maneuvering, slightly more advanced techniques.
My main goal was to have fun, but putting that aside, because that's just a given, my objectives were to work on my cross-stepping and to try to get to the nose.
Traditionally a longboarder, really into longboarding, but this week I dedicated myself to shortboarding. So we were trying to work on driving, on-rail, bottom turns, snaps, floaters, re-entries, all the tricks of shortboarding. It was super fun.
This week, I promised myself to get to the next level. At the beginning, we always fill out a form. I rated myself a 2, But when Teal was giving our theory class, she was using and pointing to some of the instructions and steps in level 3, such as using the surfboard on the bolster, being able to practice compressing into my back foot, and then even going into the pool where we're learning how to pull, push, pull. I was just really surprised that I was able to just keep that all in and execute it the way she wanted me to. This is my 4th time coming, and every single time all the coaches welcome you with open arms. They know you by their first name. They know what level you're at. They know the previous conversations you've had with them.
So I started the week with Gabriel. He was really great and he helped build my confidence a lot and helped me get down all of those fundamentals that I was really struggling with before. And then once I had those down, I think I switched to Amaya, and then that's when we started going out to the back.
For Jordan, she was an amazing coach. Does a really good job of explaining theory, and for me to see something in an image way really makes me understand.
Derek teaches in a way that's very encouraging. He incorporates the things in his lessons where you can identify with, and the energy that he has out there just lifts you.
So my coach this week was Jessie. She is rainbows and glitter, but she's also got an incredible amount of technical knowledge and experience of surfing. Those two things combined is just a wonderful experience.
I feel like my progress went really quickly in the first couple of days, and then within the first day I knew what I was doing in the whitewater. I think my favourite wave was my first green wave. I was confident and I kind of had a clear head and I just went for it and it felt so smooth.
I think for me, the part that I'm most happy about is just the confidence when it comes to catching waves. And the functional stance is just, once you get that, first of all, you start to look cool on the wave. It also, like, technically, you don't lose balance that easily, and it was a breakthrough for me.
Before I had come to Surf Simply, I could get on green waves, but I was terrified of them. And now that I've gotten all the fundamentals that you need, I can see myself, I'm on a gap year, I can see myself spending a really big part of this year just, maybe being in Costa Rica surfing.
As we went through the week with all the technical stuff that Jessie was teaching me, I realized that these maneuvers was literally just to gain speed to make sure that you could enjoy the wave for longer. And when that clicked, I was like, oh, this is actually fun.
This week, I was noticing little things that make a huge difference, like taking a higher line on the wave, not really thinking about my turns, at least when I'm going front side. Compression is a whole lot better. I used to be up at the top of the wave and I would drop to the bottom and I would fall. I think we all have skills that are beyond what we realize. And even though we're still fine-tuning things, it's really encouraging to see yourself moving along it.
Surf Simply really does have everything checked off in the box. Coming here, you're super comfortable. The staff is so friendly. The environment, the nature that you're surrounded with in terms of the monkeys and the trees, and you're waking up to a lot of the birds. I never want to go home.
Here's to not going home.
Yeah.
Cheers to not going home.
The routine gives me so much happiness. I was quite miserable before I came on this trip. After like 2 days of just waking up early and surfing and getting sun and coconuts and good food. I mean, I'm a student. I don't get to live like this all the time.
Outside of surfing, I mean, you can't not talk about Surf Simply without talking about the food. Dennis and the team are just unbelievable. They wow you every time with every meal. They make me eat healthier than I would any time on my own possible, and can't thank them enough. Their whole team is terrific.
The latest addition to the Surf Simply crew is Diego, the new host, making fabulous cocktails. He's been chatting to us, and he's just an absolute treasure.
This week I had both Jamie and Crystal as my massage therapists. They were absolutely fantastic, brought me to heaven, and fixed my shoulder. I actually complimented Jamie. That was absolutely my most favorite session ever.
I don't like talking to strangers at all, but I think by now there's kind of a sense of camaraderie and kind of like we all respect each other and like each other.
I mean, I guess one thing about Surf Simply, how I think it's a family, not only of the coaches here, but the people I've met. This week was great. I got paired with Charlotte, who I've seen before on videos. Who else is down here? Dave, who I actually met before one time a year ago or so. Allison, who I met through another Surf Simply alum up in the Boston area. Actually saw her in the airport. She called my name out, and we were both on the same flight. And then just meeting everybody else. I mean, just new people. Whether it was Xander, Kelly, Jenny, everyone. They're super fun.
Just amazing. I have not howled and hooted so much for 2 years.
2 years.
Literally, because like you guys are all here. It was just so much energy bouncing off each other. I was saying to David, like, I'm a little bit concerned when I go back to work and I'll be in team meetings and someone says something that I'm really excited about. I might just go, woohoo!
I think Surf Simply fundamentally changed my life. You know, because of the experiences that I've had here, I take that with me in my personal life, in my work life, in my surfing life. I want to take that impact that Surf Simply has had on me and reciprocate that with people around me. And that is powerful. That is super powerful. Did I say it right? It's true, right?
Absolutely.
It is very true.
That's
Mic
true.
drop.
Good job.
Literally, you could just drop.